Before we begin to our main lesson today, let's have our opening prayer to be led by Jana. In the name of the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit, Amen. Good afternoon, class, and welcome to our literature class. I'm your teacher, Sharmi S. Angudo. Are you ready to learn today, class? Yes, you are all ready, and I'm so excited to share my ideas and knowledge about the lesson today, and I'm so excited also that you are going to participate later in our discussion, in our activities that we are going to conduct. Is that all right, class? Yes. So before we are going to our main discussion, let's have our attendance first. Is there anyone absent today, class? Oh, wow, that's good to hear that no one is absent, and I'm so happy that you are all present today. And you know already, class, in this classroom we have rules to follow, and let remind you that the number one that we are going to follow rules, we have be kind and respectful. Number two, we have speak with permission. If someone is talking, you need to listen. And number three, we have follow directions and be participative and cooperative. And lastly, stay focused and enjoy the discussion. Is all right, class? Okay, let's proceed. Before we start, I know that you still remember our last topic that we've discussed last day. Anyone in the class who would like to share? Yes, Jessa, what is that? Okay, very good. Our last topic in literature, we discussed the main concept, elements, and key terms that help us understand and analyze literary works, right? Okay. Thank you, Jessa, for sharing your knowledge. And now, class, before we begin to our main lesson, I know that you are all excited today, but let's have our motivation. So, as you can see, this have a picture here. What you are going to do now is to observe the picture and analyze what is happening. So, I ask questions and you need to answer it. So, number one question, class. Who are the people in the picture? Yes, Jason. Okay, very good. The picture is all about they are students or friends wearing high school uniform. Good job, Jason. Thank you for answering. And number two question, class. We have where are they? So, anyone in the class who would like to answer? Yes, Jerome. Okay, very good. They are at the city street and town area. So number three question, class. What are they doing? Yes, Jana? Very good. They are playing with happy face. So number four, our question is, how do you think each of them feels? Yes, Karen. Very good. Look happy and excited. And lastly, class, the question is, what do you think is happening here? Okay, Leia, it's fun time together. Very good. In this motivation class, it's connect to our lesson today, and I know that you are all excited today. So the first we're going to do now is to have our activity. So these are activity number one. So what we are going to do now is you are going to answer true or false. So, number one on question class, it is true or false. Number one, the people or animals in a story are called characters. It is true or wrong or false. Yes, Jess boy. What is your answer? Yes, it is true. The people or animals in a story are called characters. So number two, question class. A place and time when the story happens tell us what the story is all about. It is false or true? Yes, Jana. It is false. So now let's have our number three question. The series of events or what happens in the story makes up the flow of the story. It is true or false? Yes, Karen. It is true. Very good. Number four, we have the problem or challenge is the difficulty that characters need to solve. It is true or false? Yes? Yes, Jess? It is false. Very good. Number five question class, we have main message or lesson we get from reading a story is an important part of it. It is true or false? It is true. Very good. And lastly class, we have knowing who is telling the story helps we understand how the story is being seen or told. It is true or false? Yes, Sal. It is true. And now class, after we conducted our activity, I know that you have observation or what we are going to discuss today. So what do you think our topic today? Yes, Karen, what our topic today? It's all about story. Okay, good job. You have a point. And how about the others? Yes, Jess boy. What is our topic today? Oh, very good. Our topic today is all about the elements of a short story. And before that class, can you read the learning objectives? Okay, thank you class. Thank you for reading the learning objectives. So our learning objective class is at the end of the lesson, the student should be able to A. Identify the different elements of short story. B. Differentiate the elements through examples from a story. And C. Appreciate the importance of the elements in understanding a story. Okay, let's begin. Okay, now class, I know that you have stock knowledge about this topic today. What is short story? Yes? Janine? What is story? Okay. Sige. The short story class is a brief work or fiction that typically focus on a single event, character, or theme. Okay? So now class, we have the 6 elements of short story. Do you know what is that? What is the 6 elements class? Yes. Yes, Jana. Number 1 is very good, characters. So now we are going to define what is characters in the elements of a short story. Characters, they can be people, animals, or even supernatural beings that drive the story forward. It means they are the ones who do the actions, speak, and make decisions. So it can be people, animals, or even supernatural beings. As we can see the short story in the movie, in the television. So we all know that they have characters like people, animals, and supernatural. So that is the first short story elements. And now in the characters, we have 3 main characters. So number 1, do you know already, class, what is the first one? Yes, Jess boy? Very good. The first one is protagonist. Protagonist, it means the main character who faces the central conflict. That is the called for protagonist. And other one, number 2. How about you, Kimberly? Very good. The second one is antagonist. So the meaning of antagonist, class, is the opposing force or character that creates conflict for the protagonist. And that is the antagonist. And number 3, what is that, Carl? Very good. The 3 elements of a characters is supporting characters. The meaning of the supporting characters is that contribute to the development of the story and the protagonist's journey. So they are the supporting characters in a short story. So what is the 3 characters? We have protagonist, antagonist, and supporting characters. That is the characters. So number 2, who would like to share? Yes, Jess. Very good. The second one is setting. Setting tells where and when the story takes place. So when the story is happen. So that is the setting. It also includes the place like a house, school, forest, or city, and also the time period such as certain year, season, or time of day. So that is the setting where and when the story happen. Very good, Jess. Okay, what is the number 3, class? Yes, very good, Jurley. It is plot. So plot, the sequence of events or what happens in the story. So in the plot, we have also a main elements or different parts of a plot. So number 1, we have the parts of plot. Number 1 is exposition. So the exposition, the beginning of the story. So it means it is the introduction of the story. Number 2, we have rising action, where the story builds up, or where the story create, or where the story will be built. And the number 3, class, we have climax, the highest point or the most exciting part of the story. So that is the climax or the exciting part of the short story. And number 4, we have, yes, Jana? We have a falling action. So falling action, this is what happens after the climax. So it will be going to the end of the short story. And lastly, we have, very good, the resolution. So in the resolution, it is the end of the story. So that is the parts of the plot. We have exposition, rising action, climax, falling action, and resolution. Okay, very good. And what is our number 4 elements of a short story? Yes, Jaira. So our 4 elements of the story, we have very good conflict. So conflict is the central problem or struggle that drives the story forward. So it means the conflict is the problem or struggle of the characters in the story. It is the main challenge that drives the story forward, or this is the exciting part because it's going to resolve the problem or the challenges that they face. So that is the conflict. So in the conflict, we have common types of conflict. It includes man versus man, man versus self, man versus nature, and man versus society. So don't forget these 4 common types of conflict, class, because this is so important in the short story. So we have man versus man, man versus self, man versus nature, and man versus society. Okay, is that clear, class? Yes, it's good to hear that you are listening to our discussion today. So I know that you already know what is the 5 elements of a short story. How about you, Jezreel? Okay, very good. The 5 elements of a short story is the theme. So the main message, lesson, or idea that the author wants to share with the readers. So it means, class, the theme is the main lesson or idea that the author wants to share with the readers, or the main point of the story that gives a idea what is happening in the story. So it is not just one simple topic, but the deeper meaning that we can learn from the story. So when we are watching short story, we are reading short story, or even we are watching in the movie, the main point why the story created, because it gives a meaning or deeper learning from the story that can relate into a real life, because that is a really important. The reader will have a deeper meaning and learn from the story. So it is really important for the theme, the message, lesson, or idea of the author. So that is the theme. And lastly, what is the last short elements of the story? How about you, Zach? Okay, very good, Zach. The 6 elements of a short story, we have point of view. So, point of view, it dictates how much the reader knows about the characters and events, influencing the overall experience of the story. So, point of view, it means it is the angle or perspective from which the story narrated. So it will be give an influencing overall experience of the story. So that is the meaning of the point of view. So now let's recap the shorts, the elements of a short story. We have number 1, we have characters. Number 2, class, we have setting. Number 3, we have plot. 4, class, we have conflict. And what is the 5, class? We have the theme. And lastly, class, what is the 6 elements of a short story? We have point of view. Very good, class. A round of applause, please, class. You are all know what is the 6 elements of a short story. And now, class, we are going to have a identification, or for our activity today, we are going to read a short story and we are going to answer the following questions. So I will give you 5 minutes to answer, and I'm going to get this paper and give it to you. Yes, pass it forward. So what we are going to do, class, in our activity, you are going to read the short story and answer the following question. So the following question is that the 6 elements of a short story. So you are going to find the 6 elements of a short story in the short story that I give it to you into the paper. So you are going to start now. 5 minutes, and yes, you are all done. So okay, pass it forward, class, your answer. Yes, thank you so much for participating. Now, class, I know that you are already have knowledge about our topic today, and I'm going to question you all if you have learning about our topic today. So the first question, class, what are the different elements that make up a short story? Yes, the first one we have Jana. What is the first? It is characters. Very good, Jana. Number 2, class, what is the elements of a short story? We have, yes, Jezreel. What is that? It is a setting. So it is a setting. Number 3, we have, yes, Kimberly. We have plot. Very good. And how about you? Yes, number 4. What is the short elements of a story? Yes. Yes, Charlie. What is? It is conflict. It is a conflict. And number 5, class, what is the elements of a short story? Yes, Nikki. We have theme. Very good. And lastly, class, what is the 6 elements of a short story? Yes, Jess Boy. Very good. That is the point of view. It is a point of view. Now, I'm so happy, class, that you are answering our first question, and I know already that you have a learning to our discussion today. Number 2 question, class, we have, why are these elements important in a short story? Yes, Kimberly. Yes, it is important because it will build more connection. So, yes. About? Yes, so elements of a short story, class, it is important because it will narrated into the right message of a short story. So it is important, the 6 elements, as we are going to have guided when we are going to write a short story. We have the characters, who is the name of the characters. We have the setting wherein when the short story will happen. We have the point of view, we have the conflict, and we have the 6 elements of a short story. So that's why it is important. So now, thank you Jana for answering. And number 3, how does knowing these elements help you as a reader or writer? Yes, Nikki. How does knowing these elements help you as a reader or writer? Okay. Yes, it will give you an idea what is happening in the story, and it will relate in our lives even when we are reading. So the main point of a short story will give an idea, and also it will encourage us and will motivate us, or even when we are reading a short story like self-development, or even a family united, relationship to each other. So elements of a short story help us to know the deep meaning of a short story. So very good, Nikki. Thank you for participating. And I know, class, that you are all know what is the 6 elements of a short story, and thank you for answering each question. And now, class, we are not yet done because we have our last activity. So our last activity, identify the element of a short story being described. So what you are going to do now, class, you are going to identify the short elements of a short story that describe the meaning in the by numbers, and you are going to answer. So you have 5 minutes to answer, class. This is the paper. Pass it forward. Okay. Okay. Time's up. Okay. Okay, thank you so much. And lastly, class, before we are going to end this discussion, we have an assignment. So our assignment, read a short story online and identify its characters, setting, plot, conflict, theme, and point of view. So you need to find a short story online, class, and you are to identify its short elements of a short story. Is that clear, class? Very good. And now, class, before we are going to end this discussion, I would like to give this quote. The beautiful thing about learning is that no one can take it from you. So thank you so much, class, and thank you for participating in our class today. And that would be all. Thank you, class. Goodbye, class.